Hey, good morning, everybody. Adventure Vin out here again with my tearing apart my KLR still. Hey, real quick, I just did a Route 66 video a couple of days ago, and somebody asked me, "Why is everything backwards spelled in the words on your video, like my Route 66 shirt?" And some of you that are very familiar with cell phone cameras, that's why. I only use a Samsung when I do my videos. So right now I just have the directional camera in selfie mode. So it's all switched back. But what's kind of cool though, I can just flip it around when I want to show you guys stuff. So for instance, let me flip it. So I just flipped it around. Now the camera's facing away from me. And I can talk a little bit about what's going on. So once again, this is the original KLR that I had, that I did all the trips on. As you can see, I tore it down pretty much, and I'm learning a bunch. I had a suggestion from my friend John in Texas saying that I should probably do some shorts because I just don't have time. Believe me, you guys would not want to see what I've been going through to tear this stuff out, to tear all this stuff down and put it on the other bike. But what I'm also going to use from this bike, I'm going to be using the forks because we rebuilt these forks not even a year ago with progressive springs and new oil. So those forks are good to go. Taking this tire and rim, and then the larger diameter brake I had put on a while ago, which includes the adapter for the caliper. Of course, my Happy Trails crash bars and my lights are going to come off. I am going to take this back wheel also. I have two sets, actually three sets of wheels. One has more of aggressive knobbies on it when we do our technical riding in the trails. The other ones have like a 70-30 tire on it. But that's just about all I'm going to harvest. I'm going to do some videos using this bike as an example as this is all exposed. I think it's some really good information for some of you to see some of the pitfalls and mistakes I had made in the breakdown and rebuild. I'm actually going to harvest this carburetor too. I'm just going to tinker around with it. I'm just going to see how the carburetor works. That's one thing about the KLR for me is I really like the idea that it was an inexpensive bike for me to learn on and to ride. Guys that are following me will know that the different things I've done with the KLR. So this is, oh, my lights are off. So this is the KLR. Let me pause this really quick and get some light on. So now this probably looks like you guys, hey, wait a minute, he just swapped out. No, this is the second one I bought. Like I said in the prior video, I was just fortunate. Just 8 miles down the road, there was an exact KLR, the one that I blew the engine on. And I got it for like 1,800 bucks, I think. So now I'm just putting all my parts on this one. So what I'm going to do to this one today is I got the seat off. The seat's somewhere around here. I don't know. The garage is a mess. But I got the seat off because I'm going to take the tank off and do the spark plug. So I'm going to put a new spark plug in. I got some electrical components to do. Electrical, as far as mechanical stock goes, is all working fine. I haven't done any electrical accessories. I did put my my Happy Trails engine guard. I can't even think of it right now. Skid plate on. But this bike is going to get an oil change today. Probably do a little bit fine tuning on the mechanical wiring. But I'll show you how it fires up. Oh, I got a story, a little bit of story about the brake, the throttle thing. I'm going to do a short on that because I was putting new grips on it and something. I'll talk about it later, but I kind of screwed something up here, but I went ahead and I fixed it. So, boom. Let's hear it go. So I'm going to open up the choke a little bit. So there it is. So I got my box on. It's Happy Trails crash bars, but these are Tusk panniers. I got my hard cases here, and I got my soft cases there. But that's really about it for right now. I'm gonna let it heat up. I'm actually gonna, oh, terrible lighting. I'm actually going to, I'm gonna let that, oh man, let me get out of that lighting. I'm gonna let that heat up because when I do the oil change, I want the oil to be warm so it flows out very good. So that's gonna heat up for a while. I'm gonna check the fan. I did a video on the fuse where the fan is. So if you have an overheating issue, it might be the 10 amp fuse. Mine overheated yesterday and I had that suggestion from another friend. So I said, that's right, I've had this before. So I went to go check the fan. It was not moving as the temperature raised. Yes, it was that 10 amp fuse. If you have a question about that, I'll have a prior video. And replace the fuse and it's running fine now. So I'm gonna let that warm up. Probably think about doing some shorts today on some of the details I'm doing. But my goal today, this light's killing me. Let me go back out to the old, you're like, where is he going? So let me go back out here because the engine noise and everything. So my goal today is to remove off the harvest bike, take that front wheel. I want to run that wheel. I want those forks. That's going to be taken off today. Probably not much more to this bike. Maybe I'll do the back wheel because I want that back wheel for my technical riding I'm going to be doing in Arizona in April. So you can see some of those videos. Also on the other bike that's warming up, I'm going to do new sprockets and a new chain on that. And I'll probably put a new sprocket. I got so many extra parts from when I was running this KLR. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go with the Gen 1. I had a lot of accessories for the Gen 1. The Gen 1, and don't quote me on this, look it up, but I want to say the Gen 1 is from like from 1997 to 2007. And I may be off on the first part of that year. Maybe it was 1996, I don't know. But there's a Gen 3 out there now. But the Gen 1, I had a lot of spare parts, a lot of accessories that I put into it. I knew how to work on it. And that's why I went back with a Gen 1. If you're new to KLRs, I will just say this. Get yourself a Gen 3. Do not do what I did. Don't go search out a Gen 1 because I paid $1,800 for it. And some of the Gen 3s are going for $5 to $6. And if you're looking for a new bike, I would recommend just jumping up. The Gen 3 is fuel injected, so it doesn't have a carburetor. And there's some other different nuances. But I enjoy working on the motorcycle. My friends have strong opinions, not negative, but it's like, man, he just can't get away from that Gen 1. They tried to talk me into a Gen 3 earlier, and they were going for a screaming price. You can hear the other one warming up there. But it's almost sad to see that in that condition. That's the one I did all those miles. My Route 66 trip was done on that. My Mexico to Canada trip was done on that. My 395 to the 49 up the California Gold Rush towns. My BDR, the back Discovery roads were done on that. Anza Borrego, Mojave, what's the other desert? I did so much on this bike, but the other one looks just like it. When it comes down to it, I won't know the difference anymore, and neither will you. But I'm probably not going to show you any. I got to get to it, and I don't have time to really wrench and talk, but I'm going to make up for that on those shorts. And my buddy John in Texas said might be a better way to go about it, being that I got to conserve my time and work on the bike today. All right, hey, thanks for following along. I'm looking forward to doing more Route 66 stuff and Kawasaki. And I apologize for all the viewers. Some of you are just into what I'm doing to the bike. I get it. But some of you are into what I do for Route 66 and my traveling around the nation. And I like to see those two worlds combine. So if motorcycling is not your thing, don't watch these videos. So anyways, take care, everybody. Have a good day. Like, subscribe, get out there and ride. And whatever your passion is, get out there and do it. Life's a journey. Enjoy yours.